Alright, so people have been asking since I finished up my Blu-ray collection about a month or so ago if I was going to do a DVD collection, and the answer for a little while was not yet. The reason being is because everything you see that's up on the shelves is not everything. I have hundreds of DVDs that I have purchased that have not been filed away. Yet. What I can do, though, is I can go through the stuff that's on the shelves and then figure out some way to do the stuff that's not filed away yet. I think I'm just going to do it that way because I want content for you guys, and you guys are the people that are subscribed to me I consider to be very, very nice. So I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't give you something. So for part one of the DVDs, we're just going to do the first 3 rows of this shelf here. So it's set up exactly the same way as the Blu-rays. We have 2 Days in the Valley, Tupac Forever, kind of a mediocre Tupac documentary. There are much better ones out there. 3, Foreclosed. Then we have a bunch of these 4 film favorites here. We have the Blade collection, Blade, Blade 2, Blade Trinity, and Blade House of Chetan. I have it for House of Chetan. The other 3 I have on Blu-ray. Coming of age films. We have Mean Girls, Clueless, Almost Famous, and Election. I have Mean Girls and Clueless on Blu-ray. I don't have the other 2 on Blu-ray. Cop comedy collection. So we have Police Academy 5, Assignment Miami Beach, Police Academy 6, City Under Siege, Police Academy Mission to Moscow, and National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. Police Academy 5 and 6 are pretty decent. Mission to Moscow is pretty difficult to get through. And Loaded Weapon 1's really, really funny. Eddie Murphy Cop Collection. So we have 48 Hours, another 48 Hours, which are both good. The Golden Child, which I have not yet seen, and Showtime, which is pretty decent. Extreme Action. So we have Eraser, The Last Boy Scout, both of which I have on Blu-ray. Passenger 57 and Point of No Return. All of these movies are really good. Family comedies, The Adventures of Pinocchio, which is the only one in this set that I've seen, and it's pretty good. The Little Vampire, Son of the Mask, and Monkey Trouble. Horror, I've seen none of these. So we have Wolfen, Body Snatchers, Coma, and Bad Moon. The House Party collection. We have House Party, House Party 2, House Party 3, and House Party 4 down to the last minute. I did watch the first 3. The first one's good. I really enjoy the first one. I think it's funny. I think it fits the vibe of like a 90s comedy pretty well. House Party 2 shocked me with how bad it was. I was really not a fan of that one. House Party 3 was okay. It also wasn't good, but it was a lot better than the second one. Then I got the Lethal Weapon movies, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm keeping these on DVD because the first 3 movies are, they're the director's cuts. And for some reason, the Blu-ray set doesn't do the director's cuts. Love and Laughs collections. So we have A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, which is pretty good. King's Ransom, which is also pretty good. Love Don't Cost a Thing, which is terrible. And Strictly Business, which I have not watched. Police Academy 1 through 4 collection. These are good. These are really, really fun. Raw Feed Horror collection. So we have Rest Stop, Dead Ahead, Rest Stop, Don't Look Back, Sublime, and Believers. I have these 3 on Blu-ray. I don't have Believers on Blu-ray. Another case where 3 of these I have on Blu-ray. And I have this just because 1 is not available on Blu-ray. This is the Steven Seagal collection. Hard to Kill, Exit Wounds, On Deadly Ground, and Out for Justice. The one that I don't have on Blu-ray is On Deadly Ground. Steve McQueen, we have Bullet, which I have on Blu-ray, but the other 3 I just have in this set. We have Papillon, The Hunter, and Nevada Smith. And Thriller. So we have Copycat, Diabolique, The Crush, and Pacific Heights. Then Universal did their own thing with a 4-movie marathon comedy favorites collection. So we have Cross My Heart, Fierce Creatures, Opportunity Knocks, and Splitting Heirs. And then dark comedy collection, Serial Mom, Nurse Betty, Very Bad Things, and Your Friends and Neighbors. And then the 4-movie Midnight Marathon pack. This is Demons. This comes with Devil, Long Time Dead, House of Voices, and Whisper. This is the 5 movies Freak Fest. Look at that guy. Killers from Space, Monster from a Prehistoric Planet, Destroy All Planets, Attack of the Monsters, and Sound of Horror. 6 Bullets, that's a good Van Damme movie. 6 Days. 6 Ways to Die. 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag, very unique, very weird movie, but it's very funny. 8mm, one of my all-time favorite movies. I love this movie to death. 8mm 2, pretty shitty. 8 action movies, that's what the set's called, or 8 action films. So we have Knockout, again, which I have on Blu-ray. I think it's the only one in this set that I have on Blu-ray. Valley of Angels, Blood Rain, The Third Reich, Lords of the Street, American Breakdown, Garrison, Extracted, and After the Dark. 8 movies for the man cave. So we have Amazons, Superdome, Nightmare in Badham County, Wild Women, Africa, Long Island Lolita, The Amy Fisher Story, Running Delilah, and Pray for the Wildcats. And we have just the set 9 action movies. Yeah. The Jackie Robinson Story, Mean Johnny Barrows, The Glove, Black Fist, The Klansman, Stigma, The Baron, Delta Force Commando, and Deadly Drifter. Then from Maverick Entertainment, which is just probably one of my favorite indie studios, because they're just not afraid to release anything. We have 10 Laugh Out Loud movies. We have My Family Barbecue, The Engagement, Ski Trippin', Fugazi, Cold Feet, Wash It Up, Cain and Abel, Rappas, Bachelor Party Overexposed, and 3 Rookies. 10 Things I Hate About You. This movie's really, really good. It really is. 12, 12, 12. I'm not sure if this is a ripoff or a sequel to 11, 11, 11, but I do have that as well. 12 Monkeys, Mercury Rising, and The Jackal. 3 solid Bruce Willis movies. 12 Feet Deep. This also comes with The Longest Swim and Keepsake. 12 movie urban action pack. So we have The Edge, Little Red, Blast, Donovan's Echo, A Little Trip to Heaven, Elephant White, King of the Avenue, Sacrifice, The Contract, The Girl from the Naked Eye, Rhapsody, and Black Ops. 13 Dead Men with Mystical and Lorenzo Lamas. 15 Minutes, very underrated movie. Highly recommend this one. It's really, really good. 18 Fingers of Death. So we have 2 20 movie packs. We have 20 action movies. This comes with Brotherhood of Justice, Airborne, Alone in the Neon Jungle, Con Games, Crash Dive, Tunnel Vision, Spencer, what is it called? The Judas Goat, and Spencer, Pale Kings and Princes, Men with Guns, The Contract, South Bronx Heroes, Loaded, Air Boss, The Eliminator, Nightmare at Bitter Creek, Honor, John Woo's Once a Thief, John Woo's Once a Thief Family Business, John Woo's Once a Thief, Brother Against Brother, and Air Boss 2. And then we got 20 horror movies. This comes with Bay Coven, Live from Death Row, Nightmare at Bitter Creek, A Lure, Teen Fight Club, Dire Wolf, Hurt, The Cellar Door, Breadcrumbs, The Shadows, Night Drive, Home for the Holidays, No One Could Protect Her, Murder So Sweet, The Ridge, Midnight's Child, The Cry, Bleeding Rose, Ominous, Another Kind, and The Lonely Ones. 21. Sorry, we're out of focus. There we go. 28 Days. 40 Days and 40 Nights. This 50 Cent BET Presents DVD. This comes with like an official interview, 106 & Park interviews, some music videos. This was when Curtis was coming out. And then 50 Cent Refused to Die, which says it's unauthorized, but it actually comes from New Line Cinema, so that's pretty interesting. 50 First Dates, that's just a classic. I love that movie. 54. 88. We got an Asylum ripoff here with 200 miles per hour, Fast and Ferocious. 976 Evil. 2001 Maniacs. And the sequel, 2001 Maniacs Field of Screams. 2012 Zombie Apocalypse with Ving Rhames and Taryn Manning, which, I mean, she's going through a lot of weird shit. Another very underrated movie, 3,000 Miles to Graceland. It's about these guys that rob casinos. They dress up as Elvis impersonators. It's really, really good. Abducted. A Better Way to Die. Above the Rim. This is a pretty solid movie. Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. Absalom. A Bronx Tale. We have this 4-movie set here of musicals. This comes with Absolute Beginners, Without You I'm Nothing, The Saddest Music in the World, and The Phantom of the Opera, which I get it's a musical set, but the problem is the version of The Phantom of the Opera they have in here is the Robert Englund version, and that's not that's the whole reason I bought this. It's not a musical. This is when I had the Ace Ventura box set. I've since like repurchased them, but the animated series bonus disc, and then When Nature Calls, I do have the first movie. A Cinderella Story, Another Cinderella Story, and A Cinderella Story Once Upon a Song. These are just the first 3. They've done like 18 more of these. I've only seen the first one. The first one's good. A Civil Action and The Insider. And we have a bunch of action sets. Sorry, guys. Action 4-pack Volume 1. This comes with JCVD, Raw Deal, Among Dead Men, and Lords of the Street. Action Arsenal. Ooh. This comes with Mind, Body, and Soul, Bad Cop 1, Blitz, Kill Cruise, Bad Cop 2, Twisted Justice, Human Prey, Narcotic Justice, Street Vengeance, and Revenge Quest. Action Binge. We have Wicked Blood, Takedown, Storming Juno, The Sweeney, The Big I Am, The Genesis Code, Trapped, and Blood of Redemption. We have this is split off into 2. We have Driven to Kill, CIA, Codename Alexa, Deadly Breed, Prime Target, Stormtrooper, Riot, The Big Fall, Tunnel Vision, CIA 2, Target Alexa, and Living to Die. Then we have this big action set. The Real Bruce Lee, Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, The President's Man, A Line in the Sand, Driven to Kill, Fists of Bruce Lee, Chinese Hercules, Snake Crane Secret, Breathing Fire, Confessions of a Police Captain, Demolition High, High Risk, Rage of the Master, A Dangerous Place, Street Corner Justice, The Master Touch, Kill Cruise, The Great St. Louis Bank Robbery, and Death Sentence. Then we got another action collection here. The President's Man, A Line in the Sand, and Logan's War, Bound by Honor, Driven to Kill Again, A Yank in Libya, Cold War Killers, The Image of Bruce Lee, LA Street Fighters, They Raid by Night, Waterfront, Bruce Lee Fights Back from the Grave, Black Brigade, Casablanca Express, Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, and Blind Fist of Bruce. This is a great set. Action movies, action comedies, 8 movies set from Universal. So you get Bird on a Wire, The Cowboy Way, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, Another Midnight Run, Renegades, Bulletproof, Gotcha, and Bandit, Bandit Goes Country. Action Jackson, this is a solid movie. I enjoy that. We got an action pack here with The Yards, Ordinary Decent Criminal, My Name is Modesty, Best of the Best 4, Without Warning, The Big Man Crossing the Line, Bravo 2-0, The King of Irontown, and Deception. And then another action pack here. So we have Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, Bruce Lee Fights Back from the Grave, Blind Fist of Bruce, The Image of Bruce Lee, We Miss You, Edge of Fury, The Real Bruce Lee, Screaming Ninja, Bruce Lee, The Man, the Myth, Rage of the Master, Snake Crane Secret, Breathing Fire, The Fists of Bruce Lee, Chinese Hercules, Laser Mission, Kung Fu, The Punch of Death, Dragon Lee versus the Five Brothers, The Tattoo Connection, and Kung Fu for Sale. Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights, A Dangerous Man, Adaptation, A Deadly Obsession, Adjust Your Tracking, which this is a documentary that I've got to get around to watching. It's all about like VHS collecting and everything. Adventureland, Adventures in Babysitting, Adverse, A Few Good Men, A Force of One, Afterburn. This I believe came out like right around when Top Gun was popular, but it doesn't have a copyright date on it. I don't know when the hell this came out, but it's got Laura Dern in it, so it's got to be good. After the Fall, Against the Dark, Agent Cody Banks and Agent Cody Banks 2, Destination London, Agent Red, Age of Dinosaurs, A Girl, Three Guys, and a Gun from the Roger Corman comedy collection. This should be very interesting. A Good Man, A Good Night to Die, A Guy Thing, Airheads and PCU double feature. Airheads is great. I haven't watched PCU though. Excuse me. Air Marshal, Acracia, A League of Ordinary Gentlemen. This is another documentary I got to watch all about bowling. We have an Alec Baldwin triple feature here. This comes with Malice, Miami Blues, and Working Girl. Alexander Revisited, the final cut. This Alfred Hitchcock 20 film set. Technically, 2 of these are episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Cheney Vase and The Sorcerer's Apprentice. But you do get The Lady Vanishes, The Farmer's Wife, The Manx Man, Rich and Strange, The 39 Steps, Secret Agent, Champagne, Blackmail, Easy Virtue, Jamaica Inn, The Lodger, The Ring, Young and Innocent, Sabotage, Juno and the Paycock, The Skin Game, Number 17, and The Man Who Knew Too Much. Ali, Aliens in the Attic, Alien Uprising, not a very good movie. It's one of Van Damme's weaker ones. Ali G in the House, the movie. All About Steve. All About the Benjamins, super underrated, really, really good. All Cheerleaders Die. All Dogs Go to Heaven. This movie is sad as shit. It's sad on 2 levels. So it's obviously it's a sad movie based on, like, you know, its subject matter, but it's also sad because if you know the behind the scenes story with little Judith Barcy, who voices Anne Marie, it's a tough watch. It's really, really sad. But it's a great movie. Oh my God, it's phenomenal. The sequel's not bad. I have the sequel. The sequel was fine. I liked it. Alone in the Dark and Alone in the Dark 2. Along Came a Spider. Along Came Polly. Altered States. Of course, the classic Alvin and the Chipmunks. And Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. A Man Apart. Ambition. Amelie. Now for my Americans, for the DVDs. We have American Brawler, which is like the Asylum's version of Warrior. American Dream. American Dreams. American History X. American Horror Stories. This comes with Nightmare Castle, Point of Terror, Horror Express, Don't Answer the Phone, Bloody Pit of Horror, A Bucket of Blood, Don't Look in the Basement, The Driller Killer, Drive-In Massacre, and then, of course, the ones you see on all these sets, Silent Night, Bloody Night, House on Haunted Hill, and The Little Shop of Horrors. Double feature of American Me and Empire. American Movie. This is one of my favorite films ever. It's one of my favorite documentaries of all time. It's awesome. Absolutely recommend that. American Pie Presents Girls Rules, which isn't terrible, but it's also not great. With American Pie movies, if they're not like the originals, they're not good. Except for this. I didn't mind The Book of Love. American Pie Presents The Book of Love, because that one actually put some effort into it. Band Camp is terrible. The Naked Mile is not very good, and Beta House is also not very good. American Poltergeist, The Curse of Lilith Ratchet, pretty decent. A few people that are in this movie have been interviewed on the show, including Rob Yeager, who is right there. Who else is in this? Caitlin, I know, she just hasn't been on the show. Brianna, I know, she hasn't been on the show. Roger Connors has been on the show. George Tootie has been on the show. It's a pretty decent little paranormal movie. American Psycho 2, horrible movie. American Samurai. American Son. American Vampire with Carmen Electra. I hear that this is horrible. And American Warships. We have America's Most Haunted. This also comes with Bay Coven, Midnight's Child, Daughter of Darkness, and Haunted from Within. A Muppets Christmas, Letters to Santa. A Murder of Crows. Amusement. I haven't seen this, but I'm told it's really, really good. An American Carol, kind of dog shit. Anatomy. Excuse me. An Anatomy 2. Android Cop. This is the Asylum's version of RoboCop. Andy the Talking Hedgehog. Of course I'm going to get something that says that. I mean, come on. An Evening with Kevin Smith. And An Evening with Kevin Smith 2, Evening Harder. Angel of Death. Anger Management. A Night at the Roxbury. This movie's great. Really, really love that one. Animals. Anna. This is not the action movie. This is with Mark Strong, Taissa Farmiga, and Brian Cox. Anna in the Apocalypse. We have the animated collection. This comes with such classics like The Reef 2, Animals United, Thor, Legend of the Magical Hammer, Adventure Planet, Dear Dracula, Delhi Safari, Axel, The Biggest Little Hero, Gulliver's Travels, Under Wraps, and A Monstrous Holiday. An Officer and a Gentleman. I know it's a classic, but I haven't watched that yet. Another Day in Paradise. Antidote. Antitrust. By the way, sorry this keeps going out of focus. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. Ants. This is not a good movie. I've seen it twice. It's not good whatsoever. Just I really didn't like it. A Prairie Home Companion. April Fool's Day. This movie is amazing. I loved it the first time I watched it. I want to watch it again because the twist, I don't want to give it away even though the movie's nearly 40 years old. The twist is awesome. It threw me for a loop that I wasn't expecting. It's really, really cool. And then the remake of April Fool's Day, which I have not watched yet. Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters for DVD. Love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That says the Bible. You dare question the mighty Jimmy? Are we done yet? It's all right. But Are We There Yet is fun. I like Are We There Yet a lot. Arlington Road, super great movie. If you haven't watched that, definitely check it out. The Criterion Collection of Armageddon. This is actually the director's cut. And I believe this is the only way you can get the director's cut. It's not that great of a movie. Armed and Dangerous, which I haven't watched yet, but Cops and Robertsons I have. Super cheesy, but super, super entertaining. Army of One. The Arnold Schwarzenegger Comedy Favorites Collection. Twins, Junior, and Kindergarten Cop. All three of those are fun. Around the World in 80 Days, which also has Schwarzenegger in it. That's pretty good. And we'll finish up part 1 here with Arrested Development Season 1. So that's it for part 1. Part 2, we're just pretty much going to get through the rest of the shelf. See you guys. Bye-bye.